Hello everyone, this is Manizor from ManiFx.net, and I'm so happy to welcome you again to Georentko System. Today I'm going to show you the new release of Georenko System version 2, and you can get it on our website ManiFx.net, ManiFx.net, as you can see here on my system. Okay, so what have I done with the new system of version 2, the new Georenko System version 2? First of all, I dealt with a repainting issue because in the previous release there was a lot of repainting issue, especially when it comes to closing the trades. So right now I have fully taken care of it, and then the other thing that I took care of it is there was sometimes crashing of the system. Maybe sometimes some people, they have issues, especially when they open too many charts and all that. What I'm just advising you is that you can just have very few pairs that you want to trade, and you can get in fact a lot of profit out of that. You don't need to have 20 pairs on your chart, because when you open 20 pairs with Georenko system, it means that you're going to open 40 pairs. As you can see, that whatever you open on the online chart on M1, it means you have to open a second chart on M10. So always, in each pair or in each instrument that you're opening, you are going to have the second chart. So try to minimize. For me, I just here have 2, and it's very enough, and I can just get maximum. So the good thing about my system in version 2, it is extremely easy for you to trade. First of all, when you want to buy, it means that you just get a blue arrow, and then when you want to sell, you get the pinky arrow. As you can see, that the pinky bars, it means the bearish trend, and the blue bars, it means the bullish trend. So at the end of the day is that even when you close your trade, once you get the opposite arrow, it means you just close your trade. And then the other thing is that I have added an alert, so you'll get an alert once you get a signal. So, and then the other thing is that I have added the channel. So the good thing about the channel, it just shows you that the trend, where it goes, and how actually where it where it goes and where it ends. Because in normal cases that the bars will just move between the the upper part and the lower part of the of the regression channel. Okay, so in normal cases is that the trend will either change, or the trend will change the direction when it reaches the upper part or the bottom part, or when it reaches the middle part where there is a bit of retracement. As you can see here, we got a blue arrow here, and then it went up to top, and then it went back here for retracement, and then it finishes at the top here. So this is a good example on how the system right now is extremely sophisticated and extremely accurate. So when we open a trade, make sure that you get a fractal, because the fractal now confirms that the trend is going in the opposite direction. So let's say you wanted to buy here, so because when you closed, you got an arrow. So once you just get an arrow, close your market. Do not wait for anything else. Okay, so once if you open again you open again another position. For instance, here we open a buy position. It means that you'll just once you just get an arrow, make sure that you get a fractal to confirm that now you are going up. And then once you get a pink bar, once you get a pink arrow, it means you just close. Don't wait for the fractal again. Okay, so once you just get a pink bar, you close your position, and then you wait for another opening of a position. As you can see here, I've not really closed my sell positions, as I've not got any arrow pointing up, which is a blue arrow. As simple as that. And then the other thing that I have taken care of, let me just show you the list of indicators. As you can see here right now, we have support and resistance, which was actually in the previous version, and then we have Fourier forecast, which actually tells us, or it forecasts the next move of the market. And then there is a fractal, which I've added now, and then there is a regression channel, which I've added. This is the regression channel, and then we have the reversal arrow signal, which these are pink and blue. As you can see that this is the reversal arrow signal is the one that we have the alert here. So the alert here is true. One thing I'm just advising you, or I'm warning you, do not change any parameters in these indicators or any other indicators, because I have put all these parameters myself, whereby they really match the movement of the price and all that. So once you change anything here, and probably most of you, they don't really understand what are these parameters for and all that. So once you just change anything, you're not going to get the exact signals. Okay, so I'm kindly asking you, do not change any parameters in any indicators. Okay, so in my second tutorial, I'm just going to show you on how to install the Georenko System version 2, and in fact it's exactly the same way. So it's just like I showed in the previous in the previous version, but at the end of the day, it is good to repeat for the sake of those new traders, or those who have just downloaded my system again, or those who have downloaded my system for the first time. So at the end of the day, that is extremely accurate compared to any other system. And in Renko, basically, why we are using Renko, it is because it is purely price action strategy or system, in a way that you don't really need to worry about time and all that. That's why the time buttons here, in fact, are inactive. As you can see that the normal charts, let's say this one in M1, in fact, they are governed by 3 parameters. Okay, so there is a time factor, and then there is a price, and then there is volume. When we say volume, in fact, it's just the size of the candlestick. Okay, but when it comes to Renkos, it is not governed by time or by volume. It is just governed by price. So you can easily monitor the movement of price. That's the beauty about Renko. And then the other thing is that in my system, you don't really need to do any kind of analysis, like maybe in other strategies where they're using normal charts. They have to, sometimes maybe they have to draw the trend. Sometimes there are those strategies like heads and shoulders and all that. Nothing like that. Or maybe you are waiting to break out the trend and things like that. No. In my system, you don't need to deal with any kind of you don't need to deal with any kind of analysis. And then the other thing is that even the indicators themselves, they're extremely simple. They are just telling you where the trend goes. As you can see, the channel now, it is pointing upward. And the other thing is that as the channel suggests that it goes end to end, unless otherwise in the middle, like here, you can just see maybe there is a minor retracement, but in most cases it will go end to end. As you can see here, we have a signal. It went here, and then it retraced a bit, and then it went to the top part of the upper part of the regression channel, and then it went down here, and then another arrow said buy, and then we went back here, to the top again, where it suggests that we should sell. So we are now just waiting for the signal to tell us to buy again, which I presume as this future line tells us that maybe it's going to drop until here, where it's going to touch at the bottom part of the regression channel. Okay, so it is extremely simple. So you buy once you, or you sell once you see the arrows. As simple as that. No any other thing that you need to check. You don't need to do any kind of maybe, or you don't need even to plant any other indicator, maybe to show you where it's gonna do the breakout and things like that. So I'm welcoming you for my second tutorial on how to install the system in your MT4. Thank you very much, and you can download this on ManiFx.net. That's our official website. There's no other website that you can download our system. Okay, and make sure that once you download this, you have 4 indicators. I'll show you the folders in my second tutorial. And then the other thing is that make sure that it has this mark here of ManiFx Geo Renko System with our copyright here on the website manifx.net. Otherwise, what you get from another person probably is going to be fake. Okay, thank you kindly.